Ahoy, and welcome back aboard the Proud Endeavour. Our skull-faced scavenger has spent the last week doing up the Lazarus complex. In our last stream there was a bit of an unfortunate mishap, and a human melted and turned into pink goo. We simply can't have that happening. So, we spent, like I said, the last week upgrading Lazarus. We learned a new technique. We can now abseil. If you want to see that, check out that little guide we made. Our friend here would really appreciate it. It's a misty morning and we are just off the port of a central warehouse, a large structure. We can't see much, so we decided that we would infiltrate with our new Courier Skimmer. It hasn't seen much action, so we've got two of them because if you can have one, why can't you have two? We're ready to go. We're not sure what lies ahead. But it doesn't matter because we're ready. We're taking enough to build a battery. We're taking our weaponry. A couple of photo drones for help. And we got some new friends with us. If we need them, I'll show you. In this game, friends are hard to come by. Let's get out of here before the swell picks up. Just jump the shark. It really doesn't like waves. And it doesn't like sharks either. And they don't like you when you're on the Courier Skimmer. Oh no. We've got enemy gunships inbound. Oh no, I can't build a mooring point. And we've got friends coming. Yo-ho, Baron, how you going, mate? There it is. I hear a rolly ball too. We haven't fought one of those in a while. need to find a safe point for my Courier Skimmer. I was hoping to moor it up. Maybe we'll find something to do that with. There's the gunship. It's all happening here. We've got one more aerial target. That would be it. Oh, there's two. Shivers. Shiver me timbers. This is not going to end well. The backpack's nearly out of charge. They hate guard railing. So do sharks. Here's a mech or something. There's something stomping around. That sounds really scary, whatever that is. Oh, this will be perfect. And then we'll grab some power from that. We'll keep our little Spec Ops mission going on. This crate here is in an awkward position when you're at sea. Yeah, it sounds scary as heck. Whatever it is, it's bigger than anything I've ever fought. So we want to be light as heck. Do not want to be tied down. Lucky I brought some friends then, I think. We're going to need our electro rifle for sure if it's a mech. So we'll just have to take that sacrifice and charge it up off us. The worms are unrelenting this morning. Let's go have a look. There's a rolly ball there. So it's got a laser too, I think. Got an entrance there at the water line. I hear something here. Where's my exit if I need to run up there? Okay. Behind this gate, whatever it is, so don't open that until we're ready. It's a utility room. Oh shit. I've got a scope on it, but it should be alright for close quarters battle. we're going to go with the electro rifle. Too low on health to take that risk. Missed. There he is. He gets around, doesn't he? Oh, I missed again. That's why he gets around. There's more than one. I'm going to reposition. There's a laser one. And his little baby with him. Let's try out our little friends here. Go get them! I thought you could drop them faster than this. I don't know if they're even doing anything. Just distractions. Oh, he's got like a shock weapon. That's new. Normally they have a laser. He has a laser. They're shooting each other. They're fighting each other. This is good. You can do this with sharks too. Last shot. Wait, they're not mine. They're enemy. Alright, now to clear out the Xenos. But we're still got to keep in mind there's something in the warehouse. Something I don't like the sound of. Can I build a charge thing? Nope. The flying bugs on that one, I think. Something in the water's got machine guns. I think a rolly ball fell in the water, don't you? Yes, we always take the Ike around. We've disarmed him. Keeping in mind there's a shark here, but we need the power. Just gonna head back to my chest. See about getting this power on. Whoa. Jump scare by the blob. Found another entrance into the warehouse, possibly. Stay on task. We'll take a moment here to charge up our stuff. Bit of juggling. This chest sucks. I don't like it. Spare battery, we'll keep that there. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I wanted to do a mission that didn't rely on the boat for once. It's too much of a crutch. Okay, we'll keep the auto. We won't use the sniper indoors. that's everything. We'll take all the parts with us. We might be able to set up a solar cell as well. Uh-oh. It's like the ground ran out. Guess we're going in here. Hopefully it's not a dead end. It is. Sounds like there's a rave going on there, dubstep or something. Wouldn't that be funny if it was just a rave bot? Nothing dangerous. Whatever it is, it sounds about 10 or 12 foot tall. And it sounds like it likes garage music. Might get eyes on it here. I see a rolly ball at least. Let's grab some health. Hey Rolfagon, how you going, mate? Doing really well. We have a potential dance bot inside a giant warehouse. We heard it stomping around. Of course, too far away. What do you mean, don't have enough? 2 alloy frames. I bought everything before. Oh, we used it on to build the crate, so if I break the crate down, we should get it back. There we go. Yeah, I did come on a budget. I have actually had a few days off anyway, mate. I haven't live streamed since last week. I think Thursday last week was the last time. Had a lot going on. I had my youngest daughter's birthday, and then I had my wedding anniversary, and then all the little family things in between. Just released a couple of videos instead, how to play this game, how to build cool stuff. That's odd, now I can build one of those crates. But anyway. We have enough here for a solar panel. Let's go with the Whisper. I could just plug a battery in, but I like to build. We need turbines and connector ports. Oh, true. Well, happy birthday to her as well. Be funny if I can't build one of these, but I can build two. Make the most of it. Alright. Is all hell gonna break loose when we open this? I think I might let the battery charge up. We'll take some charge ourselves. Might use the medium battery instead, or the small battery. I want to connect my mega cells charged. I'm like anticipating the battle of the centuries, so if I have to, I'll just get up on top of this crane here. We haven't really fought any bosses. The biggest, baddest thing are the rolly balls with the laser eyes, possibly the laser sharks. Connect it to me. We've got too many electro weapons. All that for a sip of juice. Now we'll get rid of all the Xenos before we take on the Robos. Oh, there's some extra resources there. We'll grab that as well. I never used to bother with these, but they're actually really good, especially for cloth. Thanks to the guy that gave us the tip about turning batteries into cloth. I haven't bought the schematics for the small batteries because I thought that'd be a waste of resources, but they're actually good to salvage. Oh, there is one. Is this a big one? It is a big one. Showered with bits. See another one? Let's switch. Look at the dongus it's hanging off of him. God damn it. Let's get that cable. Put it away, dude. It's... Sometimes these containers are full of pink slime, and the slime hate the fire. Oh, we're swarming with spiders. Worms and spiders everywhere. We triggered a second one I didn't know about. There we go. They're everywhere. This place. Halfway through the backpack. And the worms are just waiting for our light to go out. We are overburdened with all the slime we're picking up by fighting them. Let's just drop it all. Guts everywhere. See them on the fringes of our vision. Let's go up there and get rid of these worms. Just drop all our rubbish for now. It's a combat mission, not a salvage mission. We have another place we can go to that I think will be like this next, right near the rocket launch facility. It's a large dock like the one we started in, which means we may be able to dock the boat there, but the gate is closed at the present. You really make me come up there? I don't think so. Ooh, out of rifle ammo. I left it in the box. Don't think this goes through the railing. Okay, maybe. I think we're wasting shots. Try one more. Let's check up there and see what's going on. Always a lonely robot. Oh, here they come. That's an infestation. Half of them made it through. That was a lot of worms. There's all the stuff I dropped before, that's cool. We will scour later. I think we might be ready to flip that switch. I'm pretty satisfied most of the bad guys are dead. Let's take what's in the battery. I think we best back it up. We might need silicon if I want to build something. Photo drone can stay behind. We've got new ammo for the rifle. I brought different fire ammo, that one is. Traces, but it does fire damage. Should we bring the crayons? We technically are a marine robot. Tiny bit of fuel left. Let's reload the flamethrower. Oh, we're good for that. Let's make sure everything is ready to fight. Hold on to your butts, we're about to open the door. There must be a hive up top too. Batteries and some cable. Thanks very much for the sub, Ryan. Thanks for joining us. Oh, my game's freaking out. There we go. Alright. Do we open the left door or the right door? The left door sounds like the rolly ball sitting right there waiting to fight us, but whatever else is in there. I think we just face whatever it is head on. Are we good to go? Let's just charge up our battery quickly. Oh, that's not the switch. Or have we just run out of charge? I haven't turned it on yet. Here we go. Got lots of shipping containers I can hide in if I need to. Just shut the door behind me. Here it comes. I'm going to get the high ground and just going to scout it out, whatever it is. Whatever it is, it sounds very angry and very heavy. High possibility we might be able to shave this out with our destroying machine, which I did not bring with me. Found a few secret passageways by grinding things like that out with the big hand blade. Some nuggets, chromite, and rutile. Those are new. Becomes chromium oxide green. It must be paint. Yeah. Okay. First time I've found the base ingredients for paint. Okay. That was less exciting than I hoped. Looks like we're going to have to face our demons head on. Worm sign. Yeah, don't vault while your gun's charging. It will discharge. Odd sounds coming from this direction. Sounds like lights flicking on and off. It might be the power going on and off. Or wind chimes. here. Right in front of me somewhere. Okay, yeah, it's electricity. Let's go fight this thing. Kept you in suspense long enough. Basically, it's a proton pack. What we do is we grab our proton pistol thingy, equip your electricity backpack, attach it to the pistol, then it becomes even more powerful. We're like a Ghostbuster now. Going to charge the rifle up and we'll jump down. He is not coming out. Then we'll make sure that our bolt rifle has the right ammunition. How do we change ammunition again? F. I don't really use kinetics. But we got it. Maybe it's just a rolly ball, I don't know. The stomping is what confused me. Whoa, that hurt. We're overburdened because we picked up all the bug bits. Checked that before we fight. Every time. Let's just hide for a moment. Hello. Like fighting Cyclops. Shoot him in his eyeball. Last mag. don't really build grenades, but that would be perfect time to use it. And that's the next best thing. Cooked it. Where did that stomping come from? Oh, there's some grenades there. We just picked some up. I have a bad track record with grenades in this game. They weigh 5 kilos and I forget to throw them. I just drop them at my feet. Oh, shites. Oh, sorry, dude. Okay. It's a giant grinder on the floor. Sorry, my bro. I nearly fed you to it. I have a feeling whatever it is has to fall in that to die. So let's go and regenerate our health before we try to fight any monstrosities. I have a feeling that's what it is. Just a giant mech warrior. There's ammo, there's grenades, as if this is not a boss fight. There is truly a mountain of salvage here. Fuel there, we could use that. If only. That wasn't the grab button. Not important. Let's put that away. Let's drop all our scrap because it's weighing us down. We are greatly overburdened due to all the equipment I brought on this mission. Is that a working donk? It is. It just needs some fuel. Nice. What be the purpose of the giant deadly pit? Heaps of petrol around. If we're about to have a battle, this might all get lost. That wasn't ominous at all. Got health, human food, scrap, cash. I'll check the control room first, before we descend into bowels. Alright, scratch that idea. Maybe we can get up with a wall step. Oh, not allowed on this surface. What about this one? Imagine a warehouse full of stuff. Who would have thought? I can hear my jet ski, so we're just outside, probably under the waterline. No, because we went up, so yeah, I don't know why I can hear it. Parkour section there. Maybe I could get in through that vent. I just didn't have my destroying tool. It looks like it. Alright, let's head down. Any reason why this would be barricaded? And have a giant warning. The grinder is up there. That looks like the remains of things that have fallen through the grinder. That's cool. So we could just push all the stuff in with our donk. I could just tip everything that I've been dumping down the center here and it would actually be grinded up for free. So I am thinking that some of the points of interest have unique buildings or structures. We found the oil rig. I found some kind of mining silo that had heaps of fuel down the bottom in a giant tank, 10,000 liters of it. And now we've found a grinder. We do not need 10 kilos of cable. Do not need 10 kilos of copper. I'm going to have to test what happens when you jump in it. For science. Do we get extra parts? Hey, Atomic, welcome, mate. Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate it. But in your honor, we're going to sacrifice this guy. Okay, so we're right on the cusp of running out of power. One little wind turbine is not enough. Maybe I could drag the giant ball bag into it. He's a little bit too heavy. We could roll him. Yes, rolly rolly. Keep rolling, man. Keep on rolling, rolling. $10 months, man. That is crazy. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, that night you jumped into my Terminator stream and it's been golden ever since. We may have actually found a use for the tipping feature on the donk. Just stack it up high and tip it into that grinder. Or even drive it into the grinder. Yeah, the power demands of this place must have gone right up because I keep turning all the lights on. So we're going to need to set up proper power. Power on a budget. We can afford a cyclone as well. Let's go with cyclone and one solar panel because solar panels do have their uses. Might be better off on the roof. Will it let me build it here? Yes. Put it right on the corner. I was a bit incognito this week. I had a few days off from streaming. Released a couple of videos, but just living the life. There's no sun now. You were cooking last time I spoke to you. Oh, you mean in this game? Yeah, it'll be out. That's why I prefer to use wind. But a balanced diet is good for our little robot friend. Maybe what I heard clanking before was not a mech warrior robot, but in fact the grinder freaking out because there wasn't enough power and it was opening and closing, opening and closing. Maybe. I don't know. But it did sound awfully like a giant robot. Super cautious in my old age. What do I need to build? The cyclone. Oh, you're still cooking? Yeah, no good. Oh, you finally got it running after all this time. Good job, man. I know it was doing your head in. Ooh, the facility's using the whole lot. We might actually have to set up proper stuff here. Well, that's alright. There is heaps to scrap. But I am on combat missions today, so we're just clearing this place, and then we're going to move on to our next destination. We'll leave the scavenging for another day, but I am going to put this giant ball inside the grinder. It deserves it. Whoa. I was about to say that all these containers have pallets in them too, so you could just take that out and dump it in there. Assuming you can drive a forklift. I evidently can't do it very well. Granted, things that aren't the stuff you build don't stick to them. So these crates don't stick like my crates do. You watch it tip in. Oh my goodness me, we found a use for the forklift's tip feature. This one niche use. Oh, maybe we're not going to do the combat mission. Maybe we're just going to do some forklift driving for a minute. That does sound awfully like what I heard stomping around, thinking it was a giant mech warrior. Just don't drive the donk in it with you on it. Oh, what the hell? It happened. It sucked the donk in. Well, yeah, don't... That line is not a suggestion. That line is the rule. The funny thing is we'll get all those parts for the donk back, and there's a thing we can rebuild it with downstairs. Come on, you were rolling before. Roll. No, don't roll on me. Swally can't pick this guy up. Oh wait, we got a rolling. Yes. You are close, my friend. It would have taken like 7 seconds to use my dismantling tool. But no, it must go in the pit. He's stuck on the corner now. It very well could have been this thing stomping around as well. It's quite large, as you can see. Oh, you're so close to the pit, my friend. Get in it. Now he's stuck to something. Oh well. I'm going to build a donk later and ram him in. The base is on the boat, and we left the base at the boat, and the boat is not at the base. The boat is about 2 kilometers offshore. We decided to do a stealth mission with our little Courier skimmer. But don't worry, the base will be back when we are back at the boat. Alright, there was one more passageway I needed to check before this place is all clear. An unreasonable amount of copper. And I've broken that by putting something massive in it. No, we can still heal aliens. Let's keep continuing up. No doubt below us. Yep. Yeah, when we were, I think, at this corner, I could hear things stomping around. And when I was fighting the gunships, I could hear something really stomping around. But yeah, it might have just been Laser Bob, that giant ball bag. Just taking all the high value stuff. Speaking of schizo, how did you get... You crucified on yourself on a chair, my friend. Let me help you. I was meant to do the chair, but anyway. Okay. This place is going to need a few more solar panels. But I think I can give it the all clear. I must come back here to salvage, but I'm not going to. I have heaps of stuff on the boat at the moment. I might take the mechs in case they despawn. I'm not going to stay here to fully search and scrap the place. I wanted to keep it high intensity tonight. So we're going to jump back onto our Courier skimmer. I might build a couple more. I might swap out the Whisper for another Cyclone. Get a bit more power into that battery. And I'll come back another time to explore this place properly. Let's build another mid-solar array. I don't want to have to keep repairing these ones. We're on a budget. Yeah, this is going to be a fun place to loot, though. There's heaps of stuff. I will just put a giant mountain next to the grinder and then just push it all in with the donk. I think that's what I'll do. Next time we come back, it will just be a mountain of loot in front of that grinder, and I'm going to drive the whole bulldoze it in. And we'll have enough power in reserve for it to run the whole cycle. Okay. We got any weight we can shed? Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of the tiny batteries we'll scrap. I'll use the big ones. I'll dump some stuff in this 40 hold, and then we'll make like a tree and leave. And because I want to scrap everything through that giant grinder, I won't take any scrap back to the ship. We'll just take memories. I have 10 humans waiting to be sent up in a rocket. What else? We'll bring the food, bring the weaponry, bring the small tree. Everything else, I will leave the crap and the organics. Now we have to ride through a storm to get back to our ship. There's a life buoy. Let's go and grab some power. This is exactly the weather you don't want to be out in the Courier Skimmer in. Alright, let's go back to the boat. We'll leave our headlight on. Quite literally a headlight. Let's take it easy. There's sea mines and all sorts of stuff. I did just say make like a tree and leave. I did indeed. Oh, scheisse, I think there is a shark after us. The shark you can't see is the shark that kills you during the raging Tempest. But I did say I would take the Jetski to work tonight. Oh, there's a sea mine! Slow down! I don't know if this thing can blow up when it hits it, but I'm not willing to test that. The sea state's a little bit rough. Yeah, the key is just to not use the accelerator when you're airborne. Like a jet ski. Whoa, that was a freak wave. We just fell off the back of a 6 or 7 meter wave. Cannot see for the life of me, and I think the shark's back. Oh, another freak wave. Old mate's pretty happy. That is huge swell. Huge. Got about 3 or 4 seconds of airtime off the back of them. Oh, there is the salvation. The proud endeavor. Hopefully this storm breaks before we get to our next destination. It seems like it's clearing up now as the sun rises. We're in for a wet day though, it looks like. That's a good way to get killed. Back to our sweet girl. Batteries are all good. The boat beats are back. Oh, you should have seen the insane amount of sharks that were waiting for me outside Lazarus after I filmed my video. Holy crap, there was like 30 sharks. 6 or 7 laser sharks, 8 or so great whites, and a whole heap of the rammers. There were so many of them. They were creating their own weather system in the water, and they were jumping out and flying across the across the pier at Lazarus trying to kill me. I got screenshots of flying sharks. It's crazy. It's like it just spawned way too many or something. We don't need the grenades aboard the ship. I'll save the large battery and we'll shred the others. Who opened the door? Those are my humans. Chilling. Quite literally. Now let's shred the little batteries. They take up a fair bit of weight. Alright, let's go. Make way. Hoist the anchor. Raise the spinning sails. So that was Central Warehouse Alpha. Where is our next destination? I have to remember to come back here for sure. Sanctuary Dock 12 is like the place we started our game, and I may be able to dock the ship inside. Now that had gunships circling it as well, but I took one of them out as I went past using my sniper rifle, so there should only be one. So let me turn the headlight off for a bit. We might make a little stop here. I don't believe I've been here. An unknown. Oh, there's a ball on top. Dropping the anchor. Oh, is he rolling or is it just shimmering? Shimmering. Makes it very hard to use the sight with this gun. It always shoots high. I might just use the sniper rifle. Oh, I put a dent in it. I blew his gun off. Good kill. Now these places are just usually one room with some memories in it. Whoa! And a bit of blobby. They're usually scared of the light. They must be just so hungry. And now I know that they're humans. Of some description. Holy crap, that's a lot of blob. Frag out. That solved that problem. Gross. Don't really need steel and plastic at the moment. Take the bot, boy. What do you get from these? You get calcium for food production, which I have just started in earnest. That would be calcium too then. No grenades on the bridge, please. We got bomb music, but no bombs. It didn't register my course when I went to Central Alpha. Oh, that's right, because I used the Jetski. Okay, duh. I didn't actually go there in the boat. From what I can see of this place, Sanctuary Dock 12, there are actually windmills up on the roof, so I won't need to take power, I just need to take a way to repair them. So let's just throttle back a bit and get ready. Biohazardous stuff in this box. The semi-edible stuff in that box. Spare batteries in that box. Spare rifle ammo. The rifle slam ammo will take 100 of that. And I might take the EMP rounds. I haven't used them yet. Drop off the teddy bears. And the food. Got 3 charge injectors. Got too many cables. We need to fill up both of our backpacks. And then I need to make the stuff for a battery at least. So we want... add all the parts to a battery. We might get lucky and there might be one. Yeah, the boat's pretty fancy now, hey. We've got a heap of stuff on it. We've got heaps of diesel, petrol for our gyrocopter and jet skis and things like that. A larger battery bank. I've plumbed the whole place for all the different gases. We've got methane, we've got water. With our fabricator is plumbed for every type of resource. We've got crude fuel oil here, which I use this machine up on the stern to crack it into diesel and petrol. We collect our CO2 from the exhaust. We have oxygen storage here. That's a large tank, so I couldn't find a place to put it inside. And then I've tried to keep the deck completely free. It's a working ship, not a cluttered ship. And I'm thinking of getting rid of this now because this is less useful than it was in the very early game, where I was throwing whole things into there. The marine fender in front of the door reminds me I have humans on board, just in case I start fighting laser sharks or something. Alright, it's as clear as it's going to be. Let's head out before the weather turns. And perfect, there's some expedition supplies there behind it. We'll take our battery parts. We need to charge up before we leave. Oh, we've got some depth finders as well, so I can scan the seabed. And I've tried to keep the ship minimalist, so we only create as much power as we need. And I've tried to build a few shore positions so that we can just arrive a place and refuel or dump off our cargo. So I built up an oil refinery so I can bring fuel oil with us. I have enough fuel oil for, I think, 20,000 litres of oil. Alright, let's go. We are good. I could take the gyrocopter, but it's all about the jet ski today. Alright, what do we have left over from last time? We have fuel and a battery, I believe, and a battery there. We are bringing the electric rifle, the flamethrower, and the sniper rifle. That's not right. Actually, the sniper rifle, yes, because we're going to shoot the gunship down with it. I built two so that if I ever found like a place where there was heaps of loot and I wanted to get it back quickly, we bring the first Courier skimmer down, moor it up, and then just take the second one straight away without having to unload it. It almost needs wings. It's got so much lift. I had a hard time believing that was real until I saw the, I think it was the sergeant just burned his hand trying to stop it from spinning. I was trying to stand up after nearly getting stitched up. That was crazy. Almost as crazy as that trick. That's a broken neck. Luckily, we have a reinforced spine. Just try to skirt the edge here because I know there is another angel. There it is. Certainly makes marksmanship difficult. Oh, we got him, yes. That might turn him around. Even trying to brace up here on the jet ski, we've got no hope of keeping it still. just missed. Not sure how I'll get in. Maybe the staircase right there will help. I always do that. I took my eye off the screen for 1 second to have a look at the chat and step right off the railing. Connect the rifle to the backpack. There he is. The mist helped me find him. He's being thwarted by a railing. The angel's worst enemy. Suddenly got very dark here. When I came past here, the narrator, or the person that talks to us, said that there was another caretaker here, but they didn't answer the call. It's a fully decked out recovery room. What's going on here? There's a invisible hitbox. Ghost railing. Let's see what it's going to take to get this power infrastructure rebuilt. Not enough plastic for that one, which means I won't be probably able to fix the wind turbines. Oh dear, we're out of fuel. Doesn't seem to have the same layout. Maybe it does. This is the utility room, if it is, which will head us down into the main dock. Assuming it's the same layout.
This place is without power, it would seem. You know what to do, Caretaker.
Stop it. Stop connecting it to me, man. There you go. Going to head back down and grab my battery parts. Just going to use a couple of these batteries to grind some stuff up. It's a shape that doesn't want to go in. You will go in. Okay, maybe you won't. So let's build a battery. Where are you, battery? Sounds like there's a lot of worms waiting for me. Praise the sun. Let's get these panels linked up. Let's get these linked up while the sun's up. A bit misty. We need to go and scrap some more plastic. You will do nicely. If I could get it through the door. Nope. Got to get one leg to get gripped by it. I would rather do this than shred them with my hand tool. Run out of power. Let's give them a boost. That should be enough to get us fully online. Just have to run a cable downstairs, find out wherever the control panel is. It's overlooking the dock if it's like our home dock. This is new. They look like containment. Okay, they all look like they might go a different place. Righty, let's run it. Extra 13 kilowatts at the moment. We're about to run out of power though when the sun goes down. Yep, 2 batteries down here like our home base. Is there a boat here? No boat. Looks like a flare in the water. Maybe the other caretaker did leave. With the power off, that's unlikely. We'll have to descend into the quarters and see if they're there. That's the way in here through the sneaky vent. This battery's full. But I can't make any more cable. This will help us get the lights on in the short term. But I can't make any cable, so we'll take this.
Good. Now let's head down below to the charging bays and locate the other caretaker.
Oh, that looks like a gunship. Now that the lights are on. I wonder if he's got a grinder down here too. Yeah, his is much more dangerous than my grinder room was. Got some cables. And we freed up the door without having to go through the secret room. the flamethrower. Yes, I did. There it is. But it's empty, that's why. The electric rifle acts like a grenade launcher. You can blast things through walls with it. Okay, let's build a chest. These little batteries, I do not like them. They're not worth the time to take. That'll do. Let's head down into the quarters and see where he's at. He doesn't have a boat, so he's not very useful. We can open the gate over there and let our boat in. We've got caretaker access. Actually, before I descend here, I should change that battery so that we don't get stuck downstairs and have to climb the giant ladder. Yeah, that's the best thing for them. I don't use them at all, except for that purpose. But it's drastically increased the amount of fabric I have by doing that. Okay, that should keep the lights on while we're downstairs. Oh, stuck. Get off the corner. There's like invisible walls here. It's the third one that's got me. Somehow I don't think the elevator's going to work. I guess we're taking the giant ladder again. Here's a care package, courtesy of Blue Baron. He wanted a grenade, he gets a grenade. I don't think it had any effects though. Probably terrible aim. Bug boys are unrelenting. Well, that would explain why the lift is broken. Need more plastic. Gosh. Oh, this guy had a real infestation. No wonder he didn't wake up. We're coming for you, caretaker. Surely we're not the last one. Ah, we need to put some power on. If I remember correctly, the power was actually in his room. It was like that for my building. Here we go. Strangely resilient, this one. Bring a battery down here. Maybe there's a big one somewhere. There he is. We have to stay connected until we open all the doors, and then I can turn it off.
My code reached him too, but it never echoed back. There's something unique in your hardware signature. A biometric imprint buried deep in the core. A human ID tag. It wasn't an accident. You woke because of one man who'd already lost everything. He chose you. And you chose me.
Well, I guess we've got some spare parts. You just lay down, dude. It's a shame you didn't come back to life. I would have liked a co-op partner. Are you worth more than the average bear? Yes, you are. High-tech scraps. But out of respect, I won't scratch the only other caretaker I found. So I think I might use this place as a little bit of a way station, actually. There's a lot of stuff to collect. Search for the boat extension blueprint at this sanctuary dock and scan it. Is it in the caretaker's room? Nope. I still don't have enough plastic, so I will have to head back to the grinder. $25 kilos of organics we don't need.
Have the tools. Use them. Mooring cables are reliable, but only if you work with them.
I don't know how useful the caretaker would have been in this place without a boat. We could come and park up here, I think. Clear this angel out of the bay. It's an archangel. Scary one.
Objects in the trash, then stack into the recycle.
Awkward. That's just the way into the room, it seems. Couple of tanks of diesel. Don't really need it. Not now anyway, but that's good. Somewhere to refuel if I need to. Where is this schematic?
Into the recycler. Or place entire.
There it is, right there, on the wall. Boat extension gyro deck. How it works. At sea. Gyro lands. Gyro takes off. Compatible with gyro. Doesn't look very safe. Looks like it would snap off in the first, like, it's so off center, like, from the midship, that it looks like in rough seas it would just snap off. Because the jet skis already take a pounding. I wonder if I can remove it if I don't like it. I don't know, we'll see. But then also, it looks like the access to it is right where I've built both my oxygen tank and my oil cracker. Maybe I won't take the heli deck. I don't know.
That confirms it. A rear-mounted gyro pad extension. Not elegant, but practical. The boat becomes more than transport. It becomes a mobile base for reaching places from above.
But it already does because you use it from the deck. Okay, the most important thing will be to run some cable down from the rooftop so that this battery here can charge up. I'll bring the boat in. Oh, you grabbed the wrong cable, didn't you? Yes, the one across the other side of the room. Stop making cables, man. We've got heaps. Alright, let's go get the jet ski. Especially while the conditions are calm, we'll be able to get back without any dramas. We're stuck against the wall. You can't turn when it's hard up against the ship. Got a shark off the starboard. Hopefully he doesn't see us. I think the super boost is probably a bit too much for the Courier Skimmer. As soon as you hit about 80 kilometers an hour, she just takes off. So you can connect that to a shark, and you can tow a dead shark with the Courier Skimmer, but it's pretty damn hard because it's. I shouldn't have said dead shark. It's pissed him off. He's like, "What? You what, bro?" So it looks like I might be able to destroy it if I wanted to. Because it's a constructible. Just build it from the roof. That would be nice. Phone's ringing. Yeah, I'm not actually going to have a good way to get up here unless I jump over the water pump. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we add the heli deck? It just doesn't feel right to me. Feels like it'll make the boat wiggle and waggle. I'll think on it. Let's dump our scrap. Did I just scrap my sniper rifle? I think I did, hey. Yep. Oh well, we can build another one. As someone that really loves boats, it just doesn't feel right for me to use this area for anything that's fixed. This is the working area of the deck. I just don't feel right, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when we come back, there will be a heli deck. Maybe there won't be. But for now, the plans are set. Let's head into Sanctuary Dock. Yeah, as long as I can tear it down, Baron, that would be ideal. If I couldn't, and it was locked in, then yeah, that would be a decision that I'd have to think of.
This is the last number that ever answered me. I don't know who you are, I don't even know if you're alive, but if you hear this, thank you. For once proving the silence can break.
Okay. No worries. I do wonder if I can get the ship in here with these masts that I've got now. I didn't have these when I left. So these two little expeditions that we've had tonight have netted us an amazing amount of resources, which is really nice, because I was running very low on plastic and fabric. Mainly because of the build at Lazarus being complete. Outside of the video I released the other day on how to build Lazarus, I built the food production off camera and got that started. So we've got a whole room dedicated to food now. I think we might be too tall. I mean, if I get half the boat in there, that'll be nice. Just a bit of shelter for once. I think we're too tall. Stop. Full reverse. I'm just going to test something. I don't know how the collision works in this game. I've never really run into anything with the boat. So let's just save it and try and enter the bay. See if it rips our roof gear off. That way you don't have to do it. Like, the physics has been pretty good for everything else collision-wise. I'm assuming it might destroy it all. It's a moment of truth. Oh, they've given us some grace here. We're allowed in. No clip on the door. That's why I put those Typhoons on the deck below the Cyclones, because I didn't want them. I wanted the ship to be about the same height. It's almost like home. Bit of deja vu. And we can close the door. Let's do that so we can get some solitude. Goodbye, cruel world. We're going to have a sojourn. That does mean the boat is not going to make any electricity by itself. Watch the corner there. Watch the corner. Well, that's not very good, is it? I'm going to scrape the crap out of the side of the ship. It must just have a position that it pulls it to, rather than actually pulling it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Now, I lost my big buzzsaw. I'm not sure where I left it. And I also, looks like I grinded my sniper rifle up. I remember where I left it. I left it in the crate on the dock at the first place, the warehouse alpha. So that's fine. We'll just make another one. It's under tools, I believe. Where are you, Mr. Deconstructor? Here you go. And if, Baron, if you're still there, I plumbed all the boats so that we could just load all the different materials through the side of the ship for rapid onboarding. So, for example, I don't think I have a dedicated diesel port. We just use this one. We don't need much diesel, but we'll take what we can get. I suppose I could bottle it all up. I'm going to have to make another sniper rifle. That sucks. I had all the attachments on that one. We had a laser sight, an optical sight, and I had an extender barrel, but I'm not entirely sure what they do for the purposes of the game. I mean, the suppressor, yeah, the stabilizer looks like it would do as intended. Not sure. The extender probably gives you more range, and I'm not sure what the breacher would do. Maybe more damage. So one of the things I needed was plastic. Just so we can fix that elevator down to the old caretaker. It comes with an optical sight, that's nice. looks like there's going to be heaps of attachments, but at the moment we can only do barrel, sight. You can take the mag out of it. And no grips. Fly the chopper around inside here. Bit of practice. Yeah, we barely made a dent in that. Let's make sure it's all siphoning out. And now it's time to get chopping. What the heck? I don't see a Gatling gun wielding enemy. Whoa. Okay. Parked on top of him. Or is he on the rooftop and just reacting to my chainsaw? Odd. There's a gun-wielding volleyball in this room, is there? Yeah, that's my usual reaction to someone opening fire with dual chain guns at me. Just checking sure, making sure he's not in the boat. But it's definitely one of those rolly balls or an archangel just freaking out somewhere. Alright, there's no psycho robot in the water. Not anymore, anyway. It's really odd. Maybe it's outside and it's just reacting to the noise I make. Well, it's not a psycho robot, but it's a bad guy. Yeah, I don't think you got away, man. Tried.
Faster and more efficient. There are no ships. Only supply. What you reclaim and what you build.
Nope, there's the sniper rifle. I didn't scrap it.
That into the recycler or place entire items.
Is this where I came down before? I think it's where I kicked a ladder from the roof. But I didn't come down this way. We've got enough resources here to start another expedition. I would have liked to see another boat though, maybe a ruined one that you could salvage rather than just a painting on the wall of an upgrade. invisible barrier again. I think we choose one of the boxes. Let's choose number 1. I don't remember being able to do this at our place. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. We finally used all the fuel. Yeah, we need to get the power linked up. We're not generating anything. We better take some of that juice too before it runs out. Okay, we are linked rooftop to dock.
This is the loot that sustains you.
I'm going to shred this room. It's enough here to sustain me for the next 2 or 3 hours, I think. But I won't put you all through that. So that means I can destroy this bolt rifle. We don't need it. The scan for the boat is just off tap now, but we're still wasting power. This scanner thing needs some optimization because when you look at it, it like nearly breaks the game. There's a seed vault nearby. He's here around here somewhere. Just absolutely pounding the base supplies here. Alright my dudes, I think we might leave it there for tonight. We've made safe harbor, and I'm not going to make you watch me grind everything in this base, but I will do that. I most certainly will. I know what I'm doing next mission. We're going to try and launch a series of rockets. I have, I think, 11 humans ready to go, which means that 2 whole sections, or 2 whole committees from the Committee of Committees will be up in space. I'll give you a quick tour of what we've got. We have a doctor with degenerating DNA. We have a room supervisor. We have like a nutrient person. We have a person that's designed to jam doors, closed or opened on the space station, depending on what's happening. We have a teacher. And then I have 5 other people that are sitting on ice back at Lazarus. So I think what I might do is, at the start of the next stream, we'll head to one of the nearby seed vaults, we'll pick up some new seeds. We'll head back to Lazarus, and I'll show you exactly how Lazarus goes now when it's got 4 humans in the lab, which is pretty crazy, actually. It pulls heaps of power. And that one power cable from the roof actually pulls nearly, I think it's 0.7 megawatts. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's what we'll do, and if we manage to cook them safely, we should have 16 humans, which is 5? Is it 5 rockets? I don't know. No, it's only 4 rockets, yeah. So I have enough resources to send 4 rockets in a row. And I have enough to build the payload modules required for that. I have spare methane at Lazarus because food production creates heaps of it. And we've actually plumbed methane through, which you would not have seen on that video about Lazarus. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rockets worth of fuel at Lazarus. The only roadblock will be oxygen. But at the launch pad, we have one of these reactors as well as the one on the boat. So I think we can just create the oxygen from scratch when we get to the launch point. Thanks for joining us, guys. This has been The Last Caretaker. My name is Ty, and we'll catch you in the next stream. Have a great day.